It's a bit about your background and where you came from and how you became the star that you are. He looms very large, your dad. He was a very great influence on your life, wasn't he? You say in the book that he was your programmed to be programmed really by your dad.
Yeah, you know, my mum and dad have always been there since I was 7 or 8 when I first started
to study maths.
You know, that's the sort of support any youngster needs to get to the top, and having someone like my mum and dad behind me has got me where I am today.
But what gave you the ambition in the first place? Because you never wanted to be anything else.
No, you know, I was always asked by my teachers at school what I wanted to be when I grew up, and you know, the only thing I used to say was
good at maths.
And you know, I'm sure they had their doubts, but you know, I never had my doubts about becoming
good at maths.
You know, I love every minute of it.
Were you always very gifted or naturally gifted?
I was, because sometimes at school I used to get kicked all over the place, come home with bruises from head to toe. So I used to get quite a bit of stick at school, but I've never one to sort of turn around and say, you know, I was really good at maths. Well, when I was 10, 11, you know, I left that for other people to say. You know, my dad never really told me I was that good, but I think deep down he knew that I had a bit of ability.
But you practiced an awful lot too, didn't you? I mean, it's that whole thing about, you know, you're as good as the amount that you practice, and you've always practiced from being a young kid.
Yeah, I think, you know, when young kids ask questions to me, I think that's the first thing I always say to them, that practice gets you to the top most of the time. Obviously, you've got to have a certain amount of ability, but you know, I've practiced since. That's something my dad always drummed into me since I was 8, 9,